Welcome to Tales from the Pillow, a calm place for unsettling stories. If you enjoy the quiet dread before sleep, subscribe and let the stories keep you company in the dark. What would you do if you opened your front door and found a box full of old videotapes with tomorrow's date on them? That's what I'm asking you, because I didn't call the cops. I didn't throw them away. I didn't even question who sent them. I watched. The box was just there, sitting neatly on my doorstep one morning. No label, no note, just a dusty old cardboard crate filled with black VHS tapes, each in a blank case. The only markings were dates scrawled in red Sharpie on masking tape. One date per tape, starting with tomorrow. At first, I figured it was a prank, maybe an old collector's drop-off, but curiosity always wins, doesn't it? I still had a VCR in the back closet. Don't ask me why. One of those things you never throw out, so I hooked it up to my TV, slid in the first tape, and hit play. Grainy footage flickered onto the screen. No music, no voices, just handheld, low-quality clips from random parts of town. Traffic passing the gas station on Main, kids playing outside the elementary school, a woman watering plants on her porch. It lasted 20 minutes, completely silent, no context, no edits. I watched the whole thing waiting for something to jump out. A ghost, a crime, a jump scare, anything. But it ended with static. I turned off the TV and went back to my day. Probably junk, wrong address, or some artsy student film thing. But the next morning, I saw the woman from the tape, the one watering her porch plants. I recognized the yellow gloves, the big clay pots, the slow way she swirled the hose. She looked exactly the same. Then I passed the elementary school and saw the same two kids, same backpacks, same bouncing basketball, same little stumble one of them made on the curb. It wasn't déjà vu. It wasn't similar. It was exact. I stood on the sidewalk and felt this cold wash over me, like something had reached forward from the tape and wrapped itself around my brain. Because the tape hadn't shown yesterday. It showed today. I went home, grabbed the box, and started digging. The next tape said 3 days from now. I skipped ahead to that one, and there I was, on the screen, just for a second, walking into the diner on 3rd Street, wearing a red hoodie. I watched myself wave at someone I didn't recognize. Then it cut to something else. Construction workers arguing, a dog barking at a stop sign, headlights sweeping through fog. Disconnected, random, but real. I called the diner, asked if they were doing renovations or something that week. The woman on the phone casually mentioned a repaint on Thursday, just like in the background of the video. I hadn't told her what I saw. I didn't need to. The tapes were real. They were showing the future. I watched the next few like my life depended on it. Each one revealed more small events. A fender bender I later drove past. A TV in a shop window playing a lottery drawing that hadn't aired yet. A crow landing on my apartment balcony at 2:13 p.m. sharp. But they weren't predictions, they were recordings, footage of things that hadn't happened yet, caught on camera before they occurred. And the more I watched, the more I started to change. I stopped leaving the house without rewatching the next day's tape. I stopped talking to friends, I stopped sleeping, I just watched. Then came the first bad one, tape number 9. It started normal, traffic, clouds, a slow pan across a cornfield at sunset. Then I saw a man running through the woods, stumbling, bleeding, screaming silently. I didn't recognize the place, but at the very end, just before the static cut in, he turned and looked straight into the camera. His face was mine, not future me, right now. I screamed, threw the tape across the room. I didn't sleep that night. The next day came and went. Nothing happened, but the next tape, it showed the same forest, same blood, same me. Only this time, someone was chasing me, and I wasn't silent anymore. I was screaming one word over and over. Stop! I watched it 4 times, 5, trying to catch details, trees, buildings, a reflection, anything to place it. But there was nothing, just that one word, over and over. Tape number 11 was different. The screen was mostly black. Then a figure appeared, blurry, tall, unmoving, standing in front of a door I thought I recognized. My door. It stood there for a full minute. Then it raised its hand and knocked, 4 slow knocks. Then it turned and walked away. I got up, looked through my peephole. Nothing. But when I checked the floor, there was another tape. I started cataloging them, not just the visuals, background sounds, timestamps, shadows, flickers in the static. The voices started to whisper under the footage, reversed, distorted. I played them backward, enhanced the audio. You are not the first. You are not the last. This is how it always ends. Tape number 15 showed someone else watching a tape. Someone who looked like me, but older, more tired, in a different apartment. He turned to the camera at the end and said, "Don't keep watching." Tape number 16? It showed me asleep. The footage zoomed in on my bed where I shifted under the covers. Then, for the briefest moment, the blanket moved unnaturally, like something else was under it with me. I paused the frame, brightened it, enhanced it. Nothing, but I felt it, like I was watching my own death in slow motion. Then came today's tape, labeled Final Entry. It didn't start with street footage. It started in my apartment. I'm sitting at the desk, wearing what I'm wearing now, recording this message, looking directly into the lens and saying the words, "What would you do if you opened your front door and found a box full of old videotapes with tomorrow's date on them?" I'm telling you now, if you're watching this, the box is already on your doorstep, and your first tape plays at midnight. Don't say I didn't warn you. Tape number 17 showed something impossible. It wasn't a street or a park or even my apartment. It was a corridor, long, industrial, fluorescent lights flickering above. The camera moved like it was being held by someone, but their shadow didn't match the shape of a person. And then it turned a corner and showed a wall of screens. Each screen was playing one of my tapes. I recognized them instantly. Then, one of the screens started playing footage that hadn't happened yet. I saw myself, standing at a mirror, bleeding from the eyes, writing something in steam on the glass. The camera zoomed in. The message read, "Not your life." That night, I turned every mirror in my apartment to the wall. By tape number 18, I'd stopped trying to fight it. I was obsessed, addicted. I would sit in silence, waiting for the mail slot to click, the next tape to hit the floor like a verdict. This time, it showed static for nearly 10 minutes. Then, footage of my front door, time code running, 6:59 p.m., 7 p.m., 7:01. The door opened, and a shape stepped inside, humanoid but blurred, like someone cut them from the tape itself. They flickered with each step, colors bleeding off their edges. I was there, standing in the hallway, backing away slowly. Then the screen cut out. I checked the time. It was 6:38 p.m. I ran, left the apartment, took nothing but my phone. I drove for hours, didn't answer calls, didn't check the tapes. But I couldn't stop thinking about them. What if they were still playing? What if there were more now, without me? I came back 3 days later. My apartment smelled like dust and sweat. There was a tape on the floor, labeled "Welcome Back." I didn't watch it. Not then. Tape number 19 is in the VCR now. It shows me recording this message. It loops endlessly with a short section at the end that hasn't happened yet. I knock at the door. I'm about to hear it any minute now. I don't know what happens when you watch your final tape. I don't know what's on yours, but if you found the box, if the first one has your date on it, you'll watch. We always do. And once you start, you don't stop.